Now to talk about the homeless crisis on Skid Row is the CEO of the Union Rescue Mission, the Reverend Andy Bales. Good to see you. I'm sure you're watching this court case pretty closely. What do you think so far?
I've been praying as it goes on, and I'm hopeful, despite all the comments by the city and county that we're going to do more harm than good if we clear up all the people suffering on the streets of Skid Row. I'm not sure how we could do more harm than good, getting 5,000 people off the streets of Skid Row and into shelter and housing and mental health services and recovery. And then I saw the county mention that we're going to disrupt all the good that they're doing. And I don't think we'd be covering all of these stories if the county and the city were truly doing so much good. In fact, the death rate is up 20% over last year. More than 4 people are dying per day on the streets of Los Angeles, and we need to step it up. We are doing some good things, but as I've cried out before, we need a FEMA-like disaster approach to a FEMA-like disaster. We wouldn't be seeing all the conflict in all the neighborhoods if our county and city were doing an adequate job, especially on Skid Row, which is really run by cartels. Are we going to give up our streets to allow cartels to reign?
Well, let me ask you this. It is an easy ask to say, let's get everybody off of Skid Row, but we do know that is expensive to do and to find the places and how to do it. You mentioned the FEMA-like movement you'd like to see. Do you think money is part of the issue?
I don't think money's part of the issue because you might remember when we reached out to Washington and President Trump came and Ben Carson came and the LA county and city ended up with about $2.6 billion in their coffers. We saw how quickly $5 million was sent to Venice to address homelessness. And I believe the resources are there to not only keep the $1.2 billion Measure HHH going, although I think it could be spent wisely, but I think we can carry that on and follow the Judge Carter's injunction. It's possible if we care enough, if we truly care about our brothers and sisters suffering and dying on the streets, we will find the resources and get it done. It can be done.
What do you do when somebody refuses services? They're on the street. You say, we got a bed here, and they say, I don't want it. What do you do in that scenario?
We rarely find that to be true at Union Rescue Mission. We make sure it's welcoming and inviting, and we care about people, and they move in. We're beyond capacity right now, the new capacity that we have because of the county's new rules and guidelines. But we don't experience that often. But I can tell you, when we do experience it, we keep on asking until we find a weak moment. You can find a weak moment if it's raining. You can find a weak moment when it's severely hot and you have a cold bottle of water. If we keep reaching out, people will accept the help. And we saw that with both the sheriff's outreach at Venice Beach and Mike Bonan's outreach, City Councilman Mike Bonan's outreach. He is effectively moving people off the streets and into help. And we could do that. I believe we could get everybody on Skid Row under a roof in the next 6 months if we tried. But instead of trying and agreeing with the judge and going all in on it, we have the county and the city fighting it in court and the LA Times editorial board fighting against the judge. I cannot fathom why anybody would fight against getting everybody under a roof who's currently suffering on Skid Row. It's unimaginable what people suffer on Skid Row.
All right, so quickly, last question real quick. So if the judge's order is overruled and the city, they don't have to get everyone into shelter by October, what do you see happening?
Unfortunately, I think people will declare victory. And what kind of victory will that be when you leave 5,000 people suffering on the streets? It certainly won't be a victory for those who are crying out for help tonight on the streets of Skid Row.
We'll keep watching how the court rules on this. Thank you, Andy Bales.